Then Nausicaa of the white arms answered him and said, Stranger, forasmuch as thou seemest no evil man, nor foolish, and it is Olympian Zeus himself that giveth weal to men, to the good and to the evil, to each one as he will, and this thy lot doubtless is of him. And so thou must in anywise endure it. And now, since thou hast come to our city and our land, thou shalt not lack raiment, nor aught else that is the due of a hapless suppliant, when he has met them who can befriend him. And I will show thee the town, and name the name of the people. And the Phaeacians hold the city and land. And I am the daughter of Alcinous, great of heart, on whom all the might and force of the Phaeacians depend. Thus she spake, and called her maidens of the fair tresses. Halt, my maidens, whether flee ye at the sight of a man, ye surely do not take him for an enemy. That mortal breathes not, and never will be born, who shall come with war to the land of the Phaeacians, for they are very dear to the gods. Far apart we live in the wash of the waves, the outermost of men, and no other mortals are conversant with us. Nay, but this man is some helpless one, come hither in his wanderings, whom now we must kindly entreat. For all strangers and beggars are from Zeus, and a little gift is dear. So, my maidens, give the stranger meat and drink, and bathe him in the river, wherewithal is a shelter from the winds. My cat has crawled onto my lap in a way that I can't sustain both recording. Ow! And she's got her nails in my leg. Okay. Not good podcasting. If I was a better podcaster, I would just edit that out. But now I have a hand because she moved. Great. Fantastic. What are we talking about today? We're talking about Nausicaa's response to seeing naked Odysseus. He's naked. I think today's passage is pretty straightforward. Nausicaa is agreeing to help Odysseus. She sees him as, I wouldn't call it a gift from Zeus, but just any person on their way in this world is set on the path that Zeus has laid out for them. And therefore, Zeus has decreed that Odysseus's path pass through Nausicaa and pass through the land of the Phaeacians. We see her laying out some of the expectations of Xenia. We've talked about that ad nauseum at this point, but trying to get her fellow maids to fall in line, so to speak, for lack of a better term. Like, don't be scared. We have to offer protection because this guy, he's here because of Zeus, and therefore we will give him all that he needs. He can't possibly be an enemy because no man bringing war will ever arrive at our shore. Boy, oh boy, I don't know if they had foreshadowing as directly as that in ancient history, but if that was ever a foreshadowing line, I don't know what was. Do we think the Phaeacians will be conquered by war at some point, or that something will happen to them? I don't know. That's one of the things about the story I don't know anything about, but my modern brain picked that line out and said, you know what? That's exactly what would occur in the genre movie when you say, nothing can ruin this beautiful day outside, and then suddenly a rain cloud comes and thunder and lightning start pouring down on your head. Ironic, because that also comes from Zeus. I mean, she goes so far as to say that the Phaeacians are favored by the gods. So I think, if nothing else, it's telling us something about this land and these people. They're so far removed from society that I would imagine it probably puts them mentally in a place of like, we're the next best thing to the Elysian fields. No one's going to stumble upon us, and therefore we live in harmony with nature and the environment, and there's very little political conflict that arises here. Okay, I'm going to keep this one short as we try to blaze through Book 6 here. We are nearing the end, so join me here tomorrow with a little bit more. Until then, okay, goodbye. Odyssey is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. The show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Odyssey, written by Homer. Theme song by Neuroflow. You can support this show and other shows like it by going to patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.